Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 25 of Prison Architect. In the last video, we caught a few more people trying to escape. We are trying to work to finish off our remaining dorms. It is taking a little bit of time. Got a few buildings and bits and pieces that we need done. Finally, they have finished this, this room over here. So we will be using this for a few different things later on, including an execution chamber. We're going to put all the lights in now. We haven't got any power going in there, I suppose. No, we haven't. Now, I did say that this will probably... Yeah, it'll pretty much all run off this one. So let's go ahead and run the power cable through here as well. Now, we will need some extra capacitors on this, especially if this is going to be powering our execution chamber. So let's just put those on for now. We'll get this open. So we'll probably have a small corridor, and then we'll put individual rooms in as we go. So let's get a brick wall. Let's leave a two space gap, and we'll go ahead and well, actually no, we'll do it as and when we put the individual rooms in. I think and that'll be the safer way of doing things. Possibly, maybe, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. But yeah, there are a few more things that I want to put in. This is something we will probably lock open, maybe. Yeah, we'll lock that open. I don't think we need to have it shut. So we've still got a room here that is being finished. We are lacking some hot water. Doesn't have the toilet in there or anything at the moment. The boiler's not in. That's why we're lacking on the hot water. We've got this CCTV as well now, so let's get you connected up. So we'll connect you to that CCTV. Hopefully we can sort of monitor everything that's going on. There's some more early release rewards. So let's go and work on a brick wall. We want to... Okay, first one we want is going to be storage. So let's make it that sort of size. We will put a staff door on that wall, and we will designate it as storage. There we go, so that'll be a storage room. And then we can also, as soon as they've finished doing that, because I think storage should be staff only. Yeah, storage should be staff only, so that's fine. And we still don't have the light and everything in here yet, but that's fine. There's another death. We want to get ourselves another laundry. So let's say we go up to 11. It's going to be quite a big laundry, but we probably need one. So we want to get ourselves a staff door again. And this one is going to be the laundry. Thought I saw it there, but then I didn't. I've still forgot to check how the shop works. I meant to do it in between videos, but I went and had lunch and completely forgot. So laundries need laundry machines, laundry baskets, and ironing boards. So objects. Ironing boards. Like so. We need laundry machines. And these things aren't cheap. And then we need laundry baskets as well. These things are dirt cheap, and we can have as many of these as we want. Okay, we need to get power and hot water going into these things as well. So, utilities. Power should be fine if we just run an electric cable straight up through into them. And we can run the water up through here. And we could give them their own boiler. We probably should give them their own boiler. So what we can do is put a boiler in. Or we could do that. We could have this as a little boiler room. Have a hot water pipe that just runs from that across into these. And then if we got another wall, and we'll do that, and we'll just put a staff door in there. In fact, no, we won't even. No, cancel. No, I'll leave it like that, actually. I don't mind. We'll put a staff door in there. We'll make that area staff only. This place needs to be sorted out. It needs to be all finished off. So we were going to have our execution chamber in here. That does use a lot of power, so we do have to be a little bit careful. Storage, laundry. There was something else I was going to add. I cannot remember what that is now. Deployment. That's going to be staff only. It's just a boiler room. Don't need anybody else going in there. Logistics. Put some prisoners in the laundry. So what else was I going to work on? There was definitely another building. There was a laundry, storage. Oh, common room. How bad taste is it to have a common room right next to the death row? I'm going to go with probably a fair bit. Assigned some guys to the laundry, and by the time the officer got there to actually open the door and let them in, it was time to go away and do something else. Maybe what we should do is have a guard permanently stationed in here just to help with things like that. We have discovered potentially another tunnel over here. So let's go and check these toilets. And we've discovered the tunnel. This is so much easier once you know what you're doing. Oh, we found a couple. Wow. We have found a lot of tunnels. We just searched 4 toilets and found 3 tunnels. I guess we should probably search some more. Found another one. It's really a shame that they haven't included some sort of button that just goes search all toilets. Just go and check all the toilets for tunnels. And what about these ones down here? Sometimes with random searches you just get lucky. I'm hoping that the low-sec prisoners that are in the dormitories won't attempt to escape as much now, because I just get the feeling that now there's only 4 people to a dorm instead of 6, they won't feel as overcrowded, and they won't feel the need to try and escape as much. I mean, I could be completely wrong. We've potentially detected another tunnel. Wow, under the kennel. I'm not too sure where that tunnel could have gone to and or from. If it's gone under the kennel, it must be out here somewhere. It must be one of these ones, surely. Well, we'd already searched all of these, but we'll go and research them anyway. Just in case. Very odd. Very, very odd. Someone's getting tased. Okay, so let's go and pause up here. Apparently these don't have any water. I suppose they are lacking small pipes, aren't they? So let's go ahead and get that done. So, walls. We are going to put in a common room. So let's say that this is the common room. And then this one at the end is death row. So we want a large jail door for the common room, small jail door for this, and I think what we'll have is like we don't really need a holding cell there. I mean, it's far bigger than it needs to be, but that'll probably be fine. So let's let all that get completed. Finding various bits and pieces of contraband and whatnot. Oh, I forgot to actually assign these as solitary. Rooms. Solitary. You're solitary, you're solitary, you're solitary, and you're solitary. And deployment. Boiler rooms are staff only. Solitary is all MinSec. That's fine. So the laundry's getting sorted. So this one up here, this door is going to be locked open. This is going to be a common room. It's definitely going to have a guard deployed to auto. I want another guard in there, and I will want a guard in... I don't think we need a guard in the execution chamber. The common room does need some other stuff, but one of the things it is going to have in there is the CCTV. So, what else does the common room need? It needs chairs, it needs television, pool table. So, we'll get some chairs. Chairs are always good, because chairs can be used for... there are a few programs that take place in the common room. So, having chairs isn't a bad thing. And then we can get TV. We can have a radio. We'll give them... couple of sofas. Put a bin in there as well. What else do we want to have in here? We probably will want at least one radiator, which is fine because we do have the boiler over here. We will have a couple of pool tables. In fact, let's remove those. We'll have them a little bit closer to the top. And then we'll have a couple of telephones, and then that'll probably be done. Is it not under telephone? Is it under phone booth? Phone booth. We'll have a couple of phone booths. Because, of course, we will need to get those wired up to the phone tap. Oh, yeah, of course, the hot water. So let's go ahead and get that sorted. And we want our... CCTV monitor to connect to that camera there. We might need to put some extra capacitors on that. We probably will. I'm not too sure how much power the electric chair draws, but let's go ahead and do that anyway. So we can put the capacitors in the corners. So that'll increase that considerably. Could always build it its own power if it does specifically need it. That's not too much of a problem. These phones are now in. So we want the phone taps. So connect to that one. And that one. That one. And that one. They should all be tapped. Momentarily there, another tunnel was potentially spotted. I didn't keep my eye on it, so I didn't see where it was. I'll have to wait and see if it pops up again. No, we don't have any real serious complaints, which is good. Well, apparently we do. Some have serious complaints, and a lot of them are compressed. That's compressed? They might be compressed, but they're more likely suppressed. So that is not too bad. So yeah, what we're going to be doing now is making this our execution chamber. So rooms, execution. Let's try that again. All it needs in it really is an electric chair. So we are going to get an electric chair. right in the middle. We are going to give it a nice posh floor. Let's give it some fancy tiles. Now, it will of course need power. Apparently it doesn't need power because it's right on the mains as is. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do this and go around the chair. This might seem a little weird, but I'm doing this for a reason. So we'll let them get those cables in. We're going to do the floors first. So the chair should have power. Yeah, they're just getting all the floor done. Yep, so you're installing the new power network. When that's joined up, we're going to remove these cables. Well, no, that can still go around there. We'll remove the ones on this side. So we're looking for the green because we want it to have power. Dismantle utilities. Found another power drill. Are you coming in to get stuff done? Yep, you are. Good. So we want to dismantle those cables. And then what we want is a power switch. We're going to find one power switch. So if we put the power switch here, it really should be on a wall. It would make it look better if it was on a wall. Do I want to do it that way, or do I want to make it neater? I feel the execution chamber should be a little bit neater. Yeah, let's go. It'll cost us a little bit more, and it'll take a little bit more time, but let's go and do it. Let's go and dismantle that utility. Let's run this electrical cable. Should have gone through the wall, really, but let's run it up in this direction. And we'll run it across and down. And then that's where we'll have the power switch. Power switch will be on the back wall. There we go. So at least it'll be a little bit like an execution chamber then. So we'll allow all that to complete. And once it is complete, we'll start getting rid of some of our flipping troublemakers. Still making a decent amount of money. Still haven't produced any superior beds yet. Capacity is 162. What I should have done, actually. Have we got rid of all the bunk beds? There's still one more that we can dismantle. So that should take us down to 160. Yeah, I told you to disconnect that one. Dismantle that one. Switch off. Okay, so what else do we want to do now? All of our guards are busy. Got a fair bit of money though, so hiring another 5 is not a terrible idea. Apparently that light doesn't have power. That's awkward. What about if we've made the electrical cable come along here? Would that be enough to reach the light? I just don't want it connected up to the actual. It's just like one light that doesn't have power, isn't it? Do you know what? Just dismantle that light and forget what I said about that cable. Just dismantle the light. It's fine. And we don't need power in the chair until we actually come to use the chair. So, yes, one thing that I was going to do is go to our intake, and we want to increase things up to, well, 160, really. Because that's how many we can take in. So we'll go up to 160. So have we got anyone who's been a particular pain in the arse that we want to get rid of? Because we really don't want... We'll wait till during the day. There's usually somebody in the holding cell, actually. I can guarantee there's somebody in here that's a troublemaker. So what have you done? Can't even see half of these guys. Murder. Sure. Do we have an option to do that? I can't see how you just set... I've never used death row before. It's not something that I've ever put in. So you've got murder and manslaughter. So you've got lockdown, permanent solitary, lockdown, supermax, protective custody. Well, okay, maybe we just have to wait and see what happens. Maybe maybe we have to wait until we finish that... Oh, we have done the reduced execution liability. Well, that's fine. Well, we've got some money left over. Might as well start work on small cells. We've nearly got most of the stuff done. So that is not too bad. What about you? You got manslaughter. You've served a lot of your time though, so yeah, you know, maybe you have been behaving. It's a possibility. Obviously, we still need to build some more cells. We have got more dorms, but we're still a little bit behind. But yeah, the money is coming in, which is doing quite well. We've got that extra laundry. There we go. James Smith. I know a James Smith. Don't think he's been done for manslaughter, but we shall see. Right, let's keep looking. Yeah, murder, possession, perjury. So I don't have any options to put anyone on death row or anything like that. So again, one more thing for me to have a look at on the wiki. So that's two things for me to go away and look at on the wiki. One, how that stupid shop works. And two, how the execution chamber works. And then when we come back next time, hopefully we'll be able to thin out the population a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this here. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Prison Architect. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.